We've talked before about there's this kind of, I called it a last mile problem, in that agents can go do a lot, but there's certain things they still can't do that are pretty hard barriers, like transacting and actually paying via payment portals or credit cards. These are things that are going to be overcome, and people are making a lot of headway on. We're making some headway on at Circuit and Chisel and via ATXP, a transaction protocol, for those who don't know what that stands for. But there are a lot of nuts and bolts of the business that agents still can't do. Agents are great at researching. They're great at identifying potential customers. They're great at identifying emails to reach out to generate leads. Like lead gen, great. Use an agent. Social media clipping, awesome. So much that can be done there. But actually accepting money, transacting, opening a bank account, going to your local Chase or Bank of America branch and doing these things. These are things that AI has trouble doing and or can't do right now. So any business built on Palsia, it seems like, cannot be completely outsourced to AI. There's going to be a component that still requires like human elbow grease, even in the most digitally native businesses. Is that a fair take?
I would say that at first blush, I think the headline, I was pulling up the site just to not misquote the site. The headline is AI that runs your company while you sleep. And they cite, okay, we can go, it can plan your roadmap, ship your code, run your ad, reply to customers, close your deals, post your tweets. All of those things are happening. Running your ad, shipping your codes, posting tweets. I think that's where we've had bots that could reply to tweets for a long time. Running your ads is a new phenomenon. We've tested it before. We have agents that have run ads. Manus, the company that Facebook/Meta bought and then had to undo, they have an entire skill where it's possible to go run your ads. So some of these things are happening, but it's much more almost like the Clippy paperclip for those that are of that age in Microsoft Word times. Okay, hey, here's what you could do over your shoulder. Some of that is actually capable of going and taking some set of actions, but it's not like, okay, put your credit card down and go pay for the ads or any of that. It's still going to call you and say, hey, how are we going to pay for this? What are we going to do? And you need to pull out your shiny piece of plastic from Chase Bank or whoever else, put that down and be off to the races. So that's not a distinction that 99% of people will care about. Like, nobody's all that worried about the rail that any of this goes over, and we're trying to keep it that way. Like, we don't want people to have to worry about that sort of thing. I want to make a business. I want to tweet more. I want to run some ads, all of that. Like, let's get closer. And I think this is a great step. It's a more aggressive step than we have taken in terms of we're not competitors with Palsia in any way. We actually are wanting people to build businesses like Palsia, but we are maybe one step further down, maybe two steps further down into the infrastructure and saying like, okay, well, let's take this all the way there. What has to happen in order for you to feel comfortable with this thing tweeting on its own? Or then going and buying the supplies for your office or sending the mailers and all of that sort of stuff. That's a different barrier. And until you can set some rules and have your agent come back and either approve the first few, you approve the first few manually so that it starts to train itself. Nobody's really tossing it the keys yet. And the ones that are tossing the keys are the ones that are coming back and they have 2.1 or 2.7 star reviews because people are not happy. I mean, it is AI slop. You just don't necessarily know that that's what you're getting at the start. And that's the messy middle that we're going to be in the next little bit.